said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do?
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Gator! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Just need to crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. from the gun. They'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about Florida. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on, is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it! Touchdown, Florida! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers, and they're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Carry-On. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's ball. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 4th.
Powers through the defender. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room. It's ball. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. The short hands, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. The give is to Taylor. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved. And
breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Offense changing the play. To throw, it's flagged away. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's ball. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll run play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And the defense drags him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to get the corner. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! They've extended the lead and taken control The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
With the catch, it's Sategna. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The play-action fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Hard running there.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Wide open downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Steamrolls his way ahead. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That's caught. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a first-and-goal opportunity.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. It's 3rd and goal and a long way a short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. That make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that.
Turning it on! Crosses midfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moulton. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Touchdown, Gator! How about this defense taking one back to the house? That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Now on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, fourth down, I need a first down. Go to the plays I do well. What do I do? What have I done well all through camp? What have I done well all throughout my career? Call those plays, have success, get the first down.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mateer. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll ride his man on the option. Finds a little space. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now the play fake. Here's a hit. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Got his man to the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And it starts with the kick, right? You got to kick the top of the football, get a good bounce, get kind of lucky, right? Like it's got to bounce off the guys, and the kick team was ready. Pounced on the football, they got the ball, and got some momentum.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it on the outside. It's Sategna.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Trying to punch it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. It doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. The Gators are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.